Hello everyone and welcome back to Paint Kitten Plays Hoi4 with the Kaiserreich mod. We're back in the German Empire. Last episode, right at the very end, we managed to push through Dunkirk, through the Pas-de-Calais, down through to Amiens, and now past even towards Paris. Whether or not we can keep that going, I kind of doubt, but it is nice that we've made it this far. I'm going to turn it down. We don't have any air support here. Now we do have planes for air support. We don't have any fighters, and they have so many of their planes here, including, funnily enough, they have 100 planes from Norway and 100 planes from Italy. I feel like Italy and Norway could use their planes in a better region than in France, but alright, I'll allow it. Up here we're attacking Oslo, and also I've called off the attack on Middelburg for just a bit. I want to bring in my paratroopers and have them be the ones to really push the assault there. Until then, I'll just let it go. But so far, the attack there is good, but just for now, is the attack up here, which will last 5 days. That's not a good estimate. And here, you just pile on the attacks right onto that province just to keep them pinned. I could attack you as well to keep you pinned. They're going to keep pulling in troops. You should go there and help defend those guys. There's this wide open province that no one's jumping into, but I think it's just because everyone else has gone around. So this guy's going to go around to Rhone. No. It's a problem. Battle is not going in our favor, even with the they're turning it around on us. Now, here, it'll be most important to make sure we take this province so that Amiens is not our only way out. You need to hold that attack. You, Mr. Jaeger, come over here. They're pushing us back to Charleroi. That's no good. That's no good. But we're breaking through right there. And we could attack towards Paris again. We could make a new line along the Seine. Try to get to Le Havre, which is another base of operations. Because Amiens should be enough to hold us here. You go and help defend outside of Charleroi. You go help defend there. A lot of these, I don't think you really need to do the attack. This is only attacking the Flanders units, and these troops will arrive soon enough. They'll lead the assault. Over here, can't get blinded. I have switched these over to a new design. They are infantry divisions with artillery support. With an artillery regiment, I think those will be good. Let me think of it. Have you already gotten yours? Yeah, you already got your guns. Well, you might want to try an assault then on Mulhouse. All of you go, except for one. We can back them up. Back them up. Back them up. And you also back them up. Can you not? Because you're stuck in combat? Yeah, I gave these guys the artillery models because I felt like that fit. We can attack. Just need to push through with everything we got. The battle is going well there again now. Strange, but I guess it makes enough sense. Just push them out. We're going straight to Le Havre. One of you Ascari motors. Go there instead. Look back along the lines. Things are going good. The Battle of Mulhouse is Oh, wait. Siege artillery. Which is, yeah, artillery during a fort assault, which is exactly what we're doing. That works. Back over to this province. Yeah, that attack's not working, but we're defending there better. We're defending there just fine. Now the battles are on Rhone and Le Havre, whatever that is. Battles once again are not doing good there. You there. Focus up the assaults onto just Paris. I know you guys are attacking there, but yeah, figure it out. Figure it out for yourself. Send the Cubans in. Or maybe the Cubans should attack Paris with us. Why not? In here. Their forces aren't doing anything worthwhile. Our troops have finally arrived. The paratroopers, that is. Get in and... Oh, right. We need to be on this province to be prepared to attack. Though you can't attack while they're attacking. I can't tell if I have it in there or not. You, there. Attack when you are able. I don't think the Battle of Paris is going to work out, but could I... I can't even. It's too busy shooting, and we're outside the gun's ranges. That's unfortunate. Can't get the gun any closer. You're going in to help there. And here, Mulehouse. You, enemy air superiority, right, but air support on their side. Railroad gun bombardment, attacks, and your attack plan. Good sir. We've got that attack against fortresses, attack in the hills, attack over rivers. It's the best unit we can have for the job. Yes, yes. And we got this for 7 days, not enough manpower. Fort attack and fort damage from combat is 200%. So absolutely obliterate those forts. You just chill, maybe attack that way. I think Rouen would be a better place to try and attack than Le Havre. Le Havre. You're getting back to the fight at least. Attack divisions. They're holding out the battle, but I don't think we'll be able to break through. And we have just this massive opening here now. Like I said, didn't think we'd be able to, but it's nice. Ooh! Egypt was annexed before we could invade. Well, Ottomans, I guess you don't need our help anyway. You, cancel your plans, cancel your plans. You delete your plans. There's no need. That's funny, you're actually launching them already. Hold. For the most part, I think that these units can just be returned. None of them are particularly good enough to hold it around. I was just hanging on to them. I think there might have been some divisions here or there that might have been mine. Properly. The attack on Tripolitania isn't going to happen anymore. Because I think the Ottomans are just fine with the way they are. It works. We were going to invade Egypt and I was going to claim Sudan for myself. But, you know, this works too. Either way, the Suez Canal is going to be fixed. And we'll be able to use it once again. You, get off your plans. And for right, there's no one on the border. Well then. Well, we're just chilling here. Let's go. If no one's gonna be in my way, let's just go over and start the invasion of Italy. If no one's gonna stop me. If nobody's gonna stop me. Who's gonna stop me? You just chill, you chill, you. I'm gonna take it. No, I still can't get any closer. Just because of the way it is. I think we need to re-engage those tracks before we can use them. Something like that. Now here, once these divisions are defeated, our attack will be able to go. So for... let's check on the eastern front. Battle lines are looking good over here because we have supply. Over here, I pulled over one of my planes to do some air supply missions here because we were low on supply. You absolutely crush this guy right here. Make sure we can bring it in. We're taking Dorpat. Dorpat is one of the important supply hubs in the region. Though we have left the supply lines open for right here. Possibly surround us. I think it's all working out anyway. Here at Mulehouse, the siege is going well. I do love it when a plan comes together. You attack, because the entire point is to take Mulehouse over here. I think. Aha, finally. It's time to attack with you then. Cannot do force attack. I want to be engaged in the combat with my paratroopers because I want my paratroopers to get the experience. We don't have enough command power yet. That's what I got to say about that. Attack, attack, attack. I just want these guys to get in there first. Port Said Straits Convention. So this has to do with the international zone. A flurry of diplomats of all sorts of colors of attire should come to the city of the Port Said. In the last few weeks, negotiations concerning the fuse of the Suez Canal has been in full swing, although it was long believed that no compromise was going to be found. The Sublime Port was going to direct this as blah, 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 whatever. It's the international zone of the Suez Canal, which means that we're able to go through there once again, once it is rebuilt, because it was partially demolished. It'll need to be rebuilt. No idea how long that'll take, or if that tiny nation has the capacity to do it, but that's the plan, at least. Now, our forces have been beaten back from Paris, but in the areas around Paris, we seem to be doing just fine. I could really go for, like, maybe that's what we need to be doing right now. Hold back at Amiens with our tank forces and let them rebuild. These forces, Rome and right there, I feel like we will be able to take them. Right, Ruthenia has done what now? I think that was just canceling. Ooh, I don't know what a Humayen Tugyefia Yapim 1350 is, but I appreciate it. Oh my god. Look at this slaughter of ships of all sizes. And here, we guys are going in. I have figured out the Gneisenau. Oh, there's the York. Well, now we have two Yorks. But I figured out the Scharnhorst Gneisenau situation from last episode. Everything is right in the world again. I wonder if these ships, Frederick Barbarossa, have you guys ran into anything yet? I don't know if you have. We're doing some gangsta shit in here. Okay, we're just fighting alongside other ships. And how's this going? I wonder. Where's the nearest trade? Nowhere anywhere close, so just keep on pushing and we'll get there eventually. Don't know how that's going to work, but we're just going to have to push in and see what happens. Wheelhouse, looking good. You. Non-aggression pact with South Africa, I'll take that. Something from you. You. Well, really, I need these guys to attack. What? No, I need you to attack first. To get more support in. We'll follow up with the infantry later. But I am most concerned about that. And you, I really want to give you force attack. I'll hold off the battle for a little bit longer until I can get force attack. That seems fine. We'll just pull back with our troops there. Paris will sadly hold on another day. Now for us, you can go down to just... Let's meet at Amiens and hold there. One side holds Amiens, the other side doesn't. How about that? You go ahead and attack with the other troops. What is it? 10.5. It's going to be a few days until we can actually make that happen. I really want them to get the experience boost. Your cavalry division. Cavalry and maybe even the Ardennes Jaegers should really be joining up with this mobile army. At least conceptually. They reinforced, or more specifically, they fell back from Rouen, and they reinforced there. But, oh, come on. I just need them, at this point. I need you to chill. You are attacking there, and everything's going right in the world. Who else? It's you. You're attacking. I don't want you to attack anymore. You hold. I don't want you necessarily to attack anymore, because you don't even have a place to attack to. If anything, you need to get the next phase of the battle up and ready. Then over here, past 10, attack, and now let's finish him off. This is going to be a bloodbath, I believe. There's well over 20 divisions in there. And I want the glory to go to my paratroopers. You just chill. You two need to head out. You two need to head out. You need to head over. No, head over. Because we are going to leave a hole in the line right here when we do. Building destroyed. Sabotaged. Here. Oh, is this the last vestiges of the fleet? 12 destroyers. What is my fleet up to? You are here. Destroying this navy. Oh boy. How's this army? They chillin'. Go up and around, please, with the other half of the force. You got 2 arms, use them. You, go ahead and go to air support in this region. You get in there and help support that attack. They're trying to take us out with everything they got. Over here, we're taking them out with everything we got. The use of force attack might do the opposite. It might hurt me more than help me. The skull of Chief Mkwawa. During a royal tour of Germany, the young Chief Adam Sapi of Wahihi people lodged in the awkward request. During our subjugation of East Africa, their tribal leader, Chief Mekwinyankia Mungayiga, Chief Eminem, conducted a campaign of military resistance against our rule for 8 years. After his death, his head was cut off and sent to the commander Tom von Prince to the Bremen Anthropological Museum. As part of his tour, Chief Sapi requested a visit to the museum to see the skull. As part of his tour, Chief Sapi requested the visit to... Oh, okay, so I read that. He asked to be returned with him to Aringa. The Wahihi have superstitions about disposable remains and wish to give his skull an honorable burial. Hey, what do you do? Germany refuses and... Nah, let's give them their skull. We're trying to be nice. We're trying to be nice. So play nice. Let's see. The attack on Rouen has mostly failed. Let's hold there then. We're going to need... you know, you go in there to help defend right there as best as possible. I think that's really where we're going to have a sticking point. Up here, this force, they're falling apart. Can't wait to see the battle reports. See just how many have died there. You're holding. Now, it's bite and hold. You've gone over here. Can I get any forces into that province in time? Before it falls? I think we will. I got the tank division in, but is anyone else going? No. Ah, they managed to take it back. They just managed to take it back. Well, we could try to take it, and it's within range, or we could just try to hold on to Amiens. It doesn't really help or hurt our combat lines. Have it or not have it. Looking over here, there's so many British troops. I'm thinking, how can I'm thinking maybe we pull back our ships from western approaches and the Bay of Biscay, leave them a route that they can take down into the commune France, although I'm not entirely sure if that's possible. I want them to be able to move their troops into France. You might want to ask why. It's because I know that if I don't, they're just going to fortify up there forever. I want them to be able to, you know, throw their troops into pointless battles throughout the world, instead of just holding up there. So I either need to give up the channel or give up... Let's see, if here I'd have to give up the North Sea and the Norwegian coast. I'm not really interested in doing that. Here, pull out of there. Your fleet, pull out of there. We'll give them the English coast to bring over troops into France. That is my plan. Meanwhile, you keep it up. Keep it up, girl. You get 'em, girl. Siege of Mulehouse. This is well past the point of our siege artillery being effective. Okay, you go to Taranto. You go to Bari. One of you go to Naples. I have, by the way... Where is it? Intel, 80 days to make resistance contacts. We might be getting there a bit ahead of time. Which is unfortunate because, you know, Imagine it in this perspective. Like, we're getting resistance here because I think that we're gonna take over. What if we're liberators, huh? What if we're trying to be liberators, liberating southern Italy from the syndicalist menace? I am Batman. You were holding on. Rome was unable to be taken. They're going to just restore their lines. You pull, you pull. Now, in here, how much longer on this combat? 11 days, presumably, with our divisions doing the best job they can. You, yeah. Let's pull out. Let's pull out of this area. Let them bring their things across. Let's double check that they even have any convoys. They do. I would like them to use them. Let's check the air situation. They brought even more planes over. Great. That's just great. And here, you guys worry about the next stage of the operation. Over here, make sure we haven't lost anyone. They're pushing pretty hard. There and there. But we have taken Dorpat. Now, Dorpat, it's pretty hot, but we can take it. In here, how about you go that way? We're having the hardest time taking this guy out. Down here, the Kharkov pocket. Our current mission is just to expand it. Down here, Kislyar is holding. Having the hardest time with that. You know, come to think of it, you have, what, 3 left over? And then the Grafspe and a bunch of minor vessels. But you guys chill. No, what? You guys went into a different army. You go into this force, because these are armored cruisers. Let's add cruisers to some of these fleets that aren't doing much. Just because they can. And then what else? The Grafspe, which is currently beating up you. Markov, the Konig, and the Westfalen. I want you out in this fleet. Maybe in this guy's fleet. I want you helping out. And maybe even splitting up. Do you have 9 or 10? Yeah, split up. I want one of you to check out Toronto. One of you to go to Naples and just be some active fire. Now here, we're doing our best to try to take this province back. I don't think it's going to work. Let's hold you. We need to think about what exactly we want to do with this force now. We have some weak points, some strong points. Hold. Hold. You want to send me some Mausers. It's kind of rude, honestly, but I'll allow it. Just let them go. They keep sending troops into Mulehouse. You are just keep defending, keep defending. Mulehouse is now turning against us. This is so sad. This position here is probably going to have to be fallen back. You hold. You, infantry. Coming in. Now, here's something. Bam. Attack there. Attack from this side. And attack from this side. But you go in there to defend. Try to take that province and then push them back. While they mess with us on the edges. Now you, I can come closer. I could even go to Amiens. That might be a bit too close for my liking. I think we'll go there. Because this gun here is to check out the entire southern front. This attack has failed. Let's hold. Hold back. Why do you go there when... Oh. I guess you can't. Attacks, attacks, attacks. You don't go forward. Just defend, defend, defend. Let's try to take that province over. Don't have any tanks in this attack. All my tanks are either defending already. You are slowly whittling down their armies. As soon as they retreat, they got nowhere else to go. Glorious. And here... Okay, fair enough. Fair point. I do need to... And we still have... we still have support anyway. So fine. We'll go back in. No, that's the Mediterranean Theater. Oops. My bad. My B. You, in there. I forget which one I had. I think you. Get in there. You. What could I make you do? I could make you go over here. Because I know these guys... Oh, they're chilling too now. Petrograd has been taken. How glorious. You can go over here, and you can go there. To that sea. Help out. I could also send some troops into this area. Not troops, ships. Ships to that area. You're there, but Taranto's already fallen. Move up. Italy is being surprisingly easy to take right now. Taranto has already fallen. Go straight on to Foggia. Go straight on. This is just a B army, if ever there was one. Because I don't even particularly think that those are good troops. And they're doing surprisingly very well in southern Italy. You hold on. Anything else? You, oh, that's a slaughter. And here we need to protect our ships. Uruguay in the month of Montevideo. You're involved in something. You have calmed down to the point where I think I can finally do something I've wanted to do. I want to take this. I want to take your cruisers. I want to take some bad, smaller cruisers. Any level 1 destroyers. And then just, you know, small ships. Ones that haven't had as much action. Is this? That might be too much. 16? Yeah, seems about right. For some reason, you did not put the destroyers in. And let's see, the destroyers are almost all, you know, just any type of destroyer. I want that. Yep. Now this is going to be a defensive force. It is going to be tasked with convoy escort under the Maine. When we sent the Rhine out to do a similar task, that's when it was destroyed. So it is somewhat dangerous to be sending them out on these tasks, but it's also somewhat necessary. You're in this position now. You can shell Paris, and I like that. We're on the outskirts of Paris. You have almost fallen. You get involved in the battle. Get on into the battle. Make sure you're all a part of the battle once it concludes. Over here, I think we were in that province before. You get over. You and Charleroi get over. For some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why, my allies don't want to defend my territory, only the territory of my small neighbors. So I can leave up, to some extent, some of these smaller places. And we don't need a double load in Amiens, we can just have these troops along this line, these troops along this line. And if we ever get a minute of edgewise, we can possibly push back at some point. You guys maybe go and look after Charleroi while you can push over. Just so we can have a little bit more to think about. Line is stabilized to some extent. You go and look after that. Because we can't, definitely cannot lose that. You join that force. I know there's this and this. They can join with this guy. But these troops are about to be done with their battle. What else is going on? We got these forces doing what they need to, doing the Lord's work in Oslo. With a naval invasion of Bergen. Why? I don't know why, but they did it anyway. Poltava's been taken. Kharkov is fighting for. Over here. Battles. Pretty intense fighting for these positions. Ain't got much to help out with though. in here. Worry more about those defenses over there. Yeah, I mean, to some extent, we got pushed out of there, got pushed back, but the attack through Amiens has been great. What is this? The Dominion of Liberia Non-Aggression Pact? Right after I gave them to the French. You send the tanks over. They're not great for defensive fights. They'll do. They'll definitely do. Oh, and the battle's done in Middelburg. Which means I need to go check on the casualty rates. Middelburg, 165,000 dead. That is lovely. What if we got any of those? If we put this down to like just this month, what equipment? 100,000 rifles, 1,000 being captured, 6,000 artillery pieces, 83 captured, almost 3,000 motorized, some anti-tank guns, a single light tank was captured. My. That is glorious. And that is larger than the surrender that we had at Leeuwarden, if just by a little bit. Not as big as I thought it was going to be. Still very, very good. These reservist divisions, they can finally join a proper reservist army. Did any of you get a lot of... No, not really. Now then you can go back out and go back to your training. I know, all I do is train them, It's because there's a bigger fight that they need to be a part of. Some of them, you... So these troops here. There's got the Askari Cav, some cavalry divisions from other places. I'm thinking, Franz Halde, you can mostly just give up your forces, and they can join up with them. Your forces... I think you should probably join up with the second front that has formed, Mr. Albert Kesselring. You don't have any interesting traits. Just an infantry leader. Don't have any commando traits. I would love to make you my... I could send them east. I could absolutely send them to the Eastern Front, where I don't really have any proper military divisions. I could focus them on taking out Norway, or I could focus them in on a front to take out the French once and for all. Over here, I can see that they are trying to break through. Once again, this division is just a reservist division. It can be upgraded, I think, to a proper division. Not even more than a proper division, a better division. The Grosser Zolok. I do have all these reservist divisions. I could send them to the Eastern Front, as reservist divisions do. Over here, they're actually starting to hold against us. And oh, look at that, they have some tank divisions, the Italians do. So that's not good for us. The Portuguese still hold Rome. And by taking Naples, I would actually not have the thing I'm looking for. So I'm going to have to think about this. I definitely want to send some troops over here. Hey, you buddy. Do I have military access through you? I do not. So if I were to get them there, I'd either have to send them by ship through here, or send them by land through Ukraine, then come around this way. That's probably the route that I would prefer. It's probably the safer route to get troops, is to go through here. Almost this entire front is manned with troops that are not German. There's some divisions here, some proper divisions here that are very veteraned. That's about it. So we have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 proper infantry divisions. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 20 divisions in total that are German. Down here, it's Middle African divisions, which I still haven't sent back because they're too important. I could push them. I could send them to the Italian front and hold with something else. Because really, I just need troops to hold this line. I'm thinking. Because we don't really need an attack army here anymore. The attacks kind of cooled down as it is. But I would have to switch those around. Here's what I'm thinking. We stick to mostly a static attack here. I need... What are those divisions? You're there. These divisions. My tank divisions. My infantry divisions with tank support divisions. They're here, so they're attacking divisions. I'm thinking of... I have made a flame tank. I've made a flame tank. How many of those have been produced so far? 11. Almost enough for a single battalion. Or a single company. So past that, we got 200 extra of those, 10 extra, 10 needed for those, 5,000 needed for those. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. This, I'm thinking of giving North Brabant and Limburg over to the Flanders, because I'm kind of thinking of giving Flanders all, if not most, of the Netherlands, and then giving like Pas-de-Calais and French Hainaut to Wallonia, and then puppeting the rest of France. Except for Nancy, I'll take Nancy for myself. We also need to get a naval invasion of the UK ready, because the longer we wait, just the more difficult it's going to be. You're doing the Lord's work as best you can. You in the main, what are you up to? You got some planes. Some. Over here, these have now become good enough that they can be sent into combat, but you have 700 planes. What else you got? What else can I throw out there? Fighters, 53, so I can make another 50 force of fighters for training. No, come on. I wish when it gained down, it would be easier. Make another force for training. But you guys need to be engaged somewhere. I'm thinking maybe that somewhere should be down here in Italy. I'm thinking of making Italy the Middle African front, pulling the troops back from there to Middle Africa to Italy, pulling my... And those are the troops that are proper Middle African. Like these Ascaris will stay up here because yeah, it just makes more sense to pull them out of Russia. They were there because I needed them to be. But right now, I need other troops. And I need some recoup anyway. I need more troops on this side, so I'm thinking maybe Albert Kesselring. You should have your soldiers either sent there or sent to Petrograd to start another attack planned from the north. That's definitely an option. These troops here, they're doing what they can with what they got. Honestly, we've already kind of taken over everything we're scheduled to. Maybe just keep pushing. Just take over all the rest of Norway. Norway's been pretty much abandoned by the Third International at this point. And the Third International, oh my god. There goes the Land and Labor and the Lebrun. The Lebrun. It'll be a serious invasion in order to actually take that over. So I'm thinking I need amphibious vehicles. I'm going to need supporting tanks. I'm going to need to pop my knuckles. Oh, we almost have our new tank cannon. Oh, with that, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.